Hey, what's up everyone? This is Jabari Mongoose here with episode 12 of my Pokemon Soulsilver randomized Nuzlocke challenge, where only the Pokemon are randomized I encounter. And today we are going to be going through first few routes of Kanto and going through Victory Road to fight our rival. So you're going to notice we have a bit of a few different new members, and that's because we lost two Pokemon last episode. They were Bayonet and Cricketune, both very loyal members during this run, and they will be missed. But I included a Delcatty and a Lumineon. Lumineon was just a Finneon last episode, but in between episodes I decided to level it up to where it still is using Whirlpool and Waterfall, but it can at least hold its own. It can help with some damage. I get my encounter here on Route 27, and it is a Hippowdon, which, you know, I like that. We got like a Gabite, and I can definitely do some Sandstorm shenanigans, or at least I have the option to. And then the second new member to this team right now is Delcatty, and so it's at level 47 right now, and that's because this Delcatty was originally going to be on the final Elite Four team. I was originally using this Pokemon as a fake-out headbutt user with the Silk Scarf, and it actually knows Blizzard to help damage Lance's Dragonites. It was super frail and was a glass cannon, but I was hoping that, you know, with how much speed I've invested in it and with its fake-out, it can do some flinch shenanigans and maybe get a cheeky KO with the Blizzard. But the thing is, all of Lance's Dragonites have Inner Focus, which I forgot was its primary ability for a while. And a lot of other Pokemon that I would maybe use this on also know Inner Focus, like Koga's Crobat. And just the usefulness and utility that I could find with this Delcatty was just getting lower and lower. And so eventually I decided to take it out and add a new member in. You'll see my Elite Four team in the next episode. So here, this is the Tojo Falls, and our encounter here is an Electrode. So Hippowdon Electrode, that not bad Pokemon. Very defensive, very speedy. So I'm really happy about this. And so that's kind of what's been going on between episodes. I've been level grinding some Pokemon because I've had a lot more spare time to, and really I'm just trying to make sure I'm as prepared as possible. You may have noticed during the playthrough, I haven't had many calls from my mom. That's because I wasn't saving money. I misclicked somewhere and I never noticed. So I finally did that, and Mom has been buying me some items now. Like I got a Choice Scarf now. I believe I got a Choice Band, and I also got a Focus Sash. So some very good battle items that could be very useful in the upcoming fights against the Elite Four. So I make a cut because the first trainers going on like the horizontal part of these routes, they're really bad. Like, you have a dude with a level 35 Mareep, a girl that has the full Venusaur line. It's not really challenging until you fight the Venusaur, and just a lot of not fully evolved Pokemon, or very mediocre Pokemon for what should be the final trainers to fight before the Elite Four. So I really just skipped it because these last few ace trainers up here really are the bigger challenge. And so I now get my Route 26 encounter, and it's going to be a Bagon, which is really cool. I've been getting a few pseudo legendaries. Like, I know I got Gabite and I got Bagon. I got another one, I thought, but it's just really cool to see all the dragons. Oh, not a pseudo legendary, but I did catch a Vibrava. Anyway, so we put him to sleep and we catch the Bagon, and I decided to call him Soren, just because when he does eventually become a Salamence, he will be flying. And basically, there's one more encounter to get before the Pokemon League, and that is going to be the Victory Road encounter. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of the rest of these ace trainers. You have this one dude that has a victory bell, and getting the KO with Pure Evil, and then I use U-turn to switch into Luminion, who's going to knock out the Flareon with a Waterfall. And then his last Pokemon is a Kingler, so here I decided to Gust to see how much damage that would do, and obviously doesn't do much. So I switch into Jumpluff, who after punching through some protects eventually hits with a Mega Drain. And now we're just going to keep moving forward. Oh yeah, and I also heal too, because there's a heal station right here, and why not take advantage of it? Okay, so this is the second to last trainer. Has a Parasect, really not that difficult. And then he brings out a Golduck, which Camerupt could probably take it pretty well, but I decided to switch into the Jumpluff anyway. And 2 Mega Drains is enough to knock it out. Oh, nope, I was wrong. 1 Mega Drain. But I used the U-turn to switch into Katie to just take care of this Vaporeon. Now, Katie the Delcatty is quite over-leveled, because, again, this was part of Elite Four team, and I leveled up everyone up to Karen's Ace, which is a level 47 Houndoom. But since I'm not using her, I'm not restricting myself to not use it, and that's because I'm not using it. I'm not going to use it for the Elite Four, and I feel like I can still then use it against like my rival, which will be coming up here. So the Victory Road is really a whole lot of nothing, and you're going to see me get my encounter here, which is a Fortress. I really like that. And after I deal with this encounter, I'll then skip to the end where it initiates the rival fight. So very thankful I got the catch here. Really haven't had any issues with our last few encounters. And this one I was a little bit struggling, but I ultimately decided to name Fortress The Wall, which honestly I couldn't think of anything better at the time, but I mean, it works. He's a big old entry hazard steel type wall, so it works. Okay, so now we get to fight our rival, and this one was one I was kind of dreading because, again, our rival starter was an Abra, and he is designed to keep his starter throughout this randomizer, which means now he's going to have a Kadabra and an Alakazam. And then after this, he's going to be having 2 Alakazams. So here, Toothless knocks out the Sneasel. He goes right into Magneton, and I just stay in and go for another Flamethrower. Should be enough to knock it out, and sure enough, it does. His next one is his Ace Alakazam, and so I opt to stay in because of potential Calm Mind setups, and I think I made the right play, and so I go right for the Dragon Claw. Now here was very dangerous. I felt like Toothless could take a non-crit Psychic, and sure enough he did. And I mean, honestly, if Toothless died here, there is a good chance I could have wiped, or my team could have been very, very crippled. But fortunately, we survive, and I get the knockout, and I decide to hard switch into Katie the Delcatty, who knocks out the Kadabra with a Fake Out. And right here, he brings out his Golbat, and I believe, yeah, I think I stay in with Katie because I didn't see any good switches on my part, so I just go in for a Headbutt, and right here is where I hard switch into Seraphina to take an Air Cutter, and I'll also get the KO with a Waterfall. And so now he only has 1 Pokemon left, which is his Haunter, and so I opt to stay in with Seraphina because Waterfall does have that nice 20% chance to flinch, and so I'm just going in here and taking him out. And yeah, he just wasted his turn doing a mean look, so now it's just 1 more Waterfall. We beat our rival, Deathless, but it was close. It could have been very nasty with that Alakazam. And so that is it. There is nothing else stopping us from going into the Pokemon League. next week's episodes, it's going to be one Elite Four member a day, and then the champion on Friday, as long as I don't wipe. So we'll be getting started on this. This is very exciting. Like, I'm nervous now. So just look forward to next week, guys. 5 episodes a day, or sorry, 5 episodes during that week. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.